No way! It's fucking Michael! It's Al.
I'm shaking right now.
Oh my god!
Michael! Hi!
Hi, Michael!
You're still short! Yeah, me too!
Oh my god!
Bro! Actually, look at
That's Peter. Oh, what?
Michael, can I hit you with a piece of chocolate? Bro, I hit Michael with a piece of chocolate. Bro, that's actually insane!
Yeah!
Candy is trash!
Recycle those!
Those are non-recyclable cups.
Did you buy these new or did you find them in the recycling?
Cups.
Yeah.
Oh, the cups. I've drank out of all these cups.
Oh.
Disgusting noise you guys made.
Alright, I think we should kind of maybe do a conversation guided by your questions. So are there any topics?
Is there a moderator? Is
No,
one
no,
of us
it's one of us has to figure it out.
I think there was a moderator. I'm very confused right now.
What do you guys want to hear about?
Want to talk about failure?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, so I think
We'll start with you, Alan.
yeah, let's talk about failure
Tell us
for a
about your
second.
biggest mistake you ever made.
Being here. No, this is fantastic. So this is what about building bad things.
Oh yeah.
That's the title of this
No,
thing.
I get it.
Yeah. So
Building badly.
Peter's name is like front and center.
yeah, I know.
Great. I don't know how I feel about
Yeah.
this.
When you go to
They're
the
building an airplane, not flying it.
go to the page for it, it's basically all just Peter shit.
Yeah,
It's like this video, the
It's like
big
they're
logo.
insulting him.
All right, so building things badly. I'll go ahead and moderate this. Let's
Okay.
give this some structure. So I think most of the people here, sort of, are known for building things
Watch your
on
words.
YouTube that aren't necessarily good.
It's laser time.
Would you guys sort of agree with that?
No.
No,
I put a flamethrower on the fire truck, so probably, yeah, that should
That's pretty
exist.
cool.
Well, it's not good.
It's called a fire truck.
So I guess what I'm getting at here is I think what would be interesting is why make something that isn't necessarily like useful? Why are we building things that are kind of honestly bad? Like either they don't work so good or they work really great at doing something stupid. Like why bother? Why are we doing this?
Oh, it's easy to practice because you don't have to try hard to make it perfect because it's never going to be perfect because you're trying to make it bad. There's so much room for failure. And it's good because it's going to fail no matter what. The expectations are low.
I might learn something, and if it doesn't work well, I can just call it art.
I think you must have dissed someone here. I don't know who. I'm sorry. You just insulted a
Just had
lot
to
of
do that.
people somewhere.
It's just fun to build bad things. It's just fun. It's just fun to build things that are terrible and not good at all. And it just
Should I say, did the Roomba force
I
to say
think it's
that?
interesting
You say
the
that
fact
yeah.
that you can choose to make a good thing bad or a bad thing good. Like how do you decide or how does that happen? Is it an accident? Like you were trying to make the good thing good and it just became bad? Or is your goal to make it bad? Like you set up a problem that nobody really wants solved and you solve it. I don't know, what do you normally do, Michael?
I didn't really catch
Like,
that.
you see, you can have a bad thing that works well or a good thing that works badly. What do you
What's the
classify?
question?
How do you choose which direction to go?
Bad thing that works bad.
Bad thing. There's actually a fourth quadrant in those.
You haven't considered a whole
We have
region.
two variables. There are actually four quadrants, and that was the last one. No way, I think we missed one.
everything
You can also build good things that work good. That's actually the last one. It's
We don't
building
talk about
a
that.
good thing that works
Yeah, no
good,
shit,
or
Sherlock.
a good thing that works badly, or a bad thing that works good, or a bad thing that works badly. I mean, I guess I usually try to make something work good. Like usually I have like, you know, I'm trying to make something from like a comic book or something. I'm like, oh look, it's a real life
Right.
lightsaber or something.
Right.
So usually I don't have as much room to actually have fun and enjoy myself and actually like make things that
Wait a minute.
that don't work so good. I know it's terrible, isn't it?
Film this must be talking over here.
But like the thing is, you don't have to do that. Like like these guys are saying, if you are just setting out to like, practice or just like do something that you had an idea for, but allow yourself to do it in a bad way. We're not allowed to swear, are we? You want to swear?
Please.
I don't think there's kids. We're not.
And then there's Michael.
But if you just kind of,
There's
I'm
Michael.
sorry, Michael.
if you kind of give yourself that space, if you kind of allow yourself to say like, hey, like I'm gonna do this thing, and maybe I'm not gonna do it that good, but like I'm gonna let myself do that. It's totally okay if I do this thing poorly. I think there's value in that. There's value in just getting something done.
I think a lot of people end up doing nothing because they try to do one thing really well. And it's better to do more things poorly and get a lot of practice, and then maybe one day you'll have the talent to make something good.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess out of these 4 quadrants that we've just developed right now, off the top of my head, I think the best example that comes to mind of something bad that works badly, I think Michael Reeves.
Great, him.
Just as a person.
As a person, as a human being. No, the video that like did it for you, the first video I ever saw from you was the thing that shot lasers into your eyeballs.
Yeah.
I think that's a classic, like, you put it in like a pizza box, right?
Yeah,
It was a terrible idea. And
Yes.
it also, I mean, it kind of worked, but also, kind of, sort of. So, I mean, that was like, by far the stupidest thing I'd ever seen when I saw it. So I'm just wondering, where did that idea come from? Where did you get this bad idea to do something badly, and then what inspired you to go ahead and then like actually do it? You're like, I'm gonna do this terrible thing. Why?
I was actually working as a programmer, like in real life, like
People
a real
paid you money?
You were a real life
Like a
programmer?
real
Get out.
programmer.
Get out of here.
Job?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Michael
I
Reeves,
either.
job? No.
Yeah, I was working as a real programmer, and then like you spend long enough typing stuff. Oh, it's really hard not to swear.
Try your best. Try your best.
No, yeah, working as a programmer.
He's gonna slip.
And I would do
He's gonna
side
slip.
projects, and that was just one of many dumb side projects that I'd done. It was the first one with like a physical body, really, like a physical thing, a robot.
Yeah, a lot of programmers, they kind of have a disconnect between sort of the stuff, the code that they're, this is me coding,
Yeah,
kind of the code they're
I
putting
got
on the
that.
screen.
Yeah.
And like it physically like doing something.
How did you choose the laser in your eye?
I have lasers.
The pizza box makes
I
sense.
also have an eye. What?
You just had it laying around.
I just had it. I just had it later. I was like, face detection's cool. We're gonna do this. It's gonna
Like,
be.
I know how to do face detection, and
Yeah.
I know how to turn a laser on, and I know how to make a motor
Yeah,
move.
exactly. You can just kind of finagle things together. You don't have to learn how to build a robot that. No one is gonna go out and say, Google, I want to build a robot that shines a laser in my eye. Like, you're not gonna get very.
Kinda
Well,
sounds
you
like
get
a
a few
supervillain.
results, a couple, but. You learn how to power the laser, you learn how to do facial recognition, you learn how to move motors, and then you jam all the things together. It's
Right.
not like
So you had
I'm not able to go.
You had 3 things,
Well, yeah,
and you
take
just
a thing.
individually, it was cool, but then you stuck them together. and
Yeah,
made-
slap them together.
Right.
Just learn things and smack them together.
Okay.
That's what I do. Yeah.
I really thought there was gonna be like a more disturbing answer there. I really thought
Oh, like
there's
some
some
deep
childhood
evil
trauma, and then that's what led to you wanting to shine
Blinded in the
lasers in
left
your
eye by my father
I don't know,
jamming
maybe
a
there
laser
was-
in my eye.
I thought maybe there was gonna be some like Oedipus thing going on where you needed to punish yourself. See, that's a reference I can make in front of kids because they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's not swearing either.
Oh, no.
You're not a kid.
Our panel is
You're
not
a-
the story of
you're
Oedipus.
a large person.
Wait.
So that's really it? You
do you
were
mean
like
that's
you were a
really- you wanted me
dumb-born
to have, like-
programmer, and one day you
Wait,
just wanted to shoot
wanted
lasers in your own
you
eye.
wanted like an anime backstory?
I was kind of hoping for an anime backstory.
Make something up,
I
Michael.
was kind of hoping for you to adjust your glasses and for them to turn all white. And then to have a flashback and then for this panel to last like 10 episodes. That's not gonna happen? Well, I think
Absolutely.
for me, and again, I guess I've just decided to moderate this. If we're looking at the quadrant of like the opposite side of good things working well, I think the
Bad
perfect
things working bad.
Don't choose
bad things
yourself.
working bad and good things working well. Peter Sripol, it still blows my mind that you just build like done that now because I haven't been able to keep track because you've got like a quadcopter sled thing now and you've got like another airplane. How many airplanes
have you built?
There was the first one, which is like 2 years ago. The second one, which actually was kind of bad.
What was wrong with the first one?
Nothing.
You
It was
wanted
just
another
not.
You had to make it worse. The second one was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I had to crash it because, views. Because, I'm pretty sure we're all in the same boat here where, the bad things are attractive.
Right.
People buy that
Yeah.
thing with the lasers.
Peter Sripol
I
is
don't
dead.
think you can say that about airplanes. I don't think you can be like, oh, let's just for the heck of it make this airplane that flies badly. I don't think you can.
I mean, it does drum up views. It's making
We haven't
most
collabed yet,
You
right?
gotta do it for the views, kids.
Half of the subscribers at the time were my fans, were waiting to see me get injured.
Yeah, everybody
You
was.
should have seen the Reddit posts. They were pretty brutal.
That's why I watch.
You like figure, right?
We live streamed too on top of that because I was like, this is lively material right here.
Oh my god.
Is it gonna bring us pizza?
They're like,
Oh, it kind of looks a little bit.
What does that do?
In case you're wondering, this is not part of any stupid script or anything. There's a guy actually putting a robot on the stage that we don't know about. And what is this gonna do right now?
I'm gonna be
All right,
really
hold on.
mad if it's not
If you
pizza.
do anything suspicious, I'm shooting this thing with candy,
You ever
okay?
taken up any sweet jumps?
If there's not pizza, I'm gonna yoss it into the crowd. I hope you know
It's
that.
not how robots work.
Is this?
Okay. Open here if you.
It's all for you, William.
Do these stages have like security guys, or they just let anyone walk on here?
Even the staff members confused.
Is it gonna do something?
Even the staff members confused.
Make it do what it's gonna do.
Is this open here if
got
you're William
exactly-
Osman? Just for you, William.
No, you have exactly 10 seconds to make this thing do something before I nail it with
This is
twists.
not a scripted thing. I wanted you to know.
Is it gonna go?
It didn't explode.
I lived a pretty good life. Oh, it's actually pizza. Oh, it's not a
It's
ball.
actually pizza. It's actually pizza.
Thank you.
I'm still gonna shoot.
Oh, we all yell
Thank you very much for the cold feet.
That feels like so much longer. The year before, we were trying to do a collab around the idea of like a Friendsgiving, right? So it was like, how many stupid people can we get together in a room to celebrate Thanksgiving together with stupid stuff? And it was just me and him. Because no one, I think for a while, who was the guy from Smosh? We were like trying to, we were like, oh, we should try to get Anthony to go to Friendsgiving.
Oh, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
I think we tried Diana
Yeah,
too.
Physics Girl. We were trying to also get Physics Girl, and that was also. And so then it was me and you, and we also managed to Skype in Peter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for the crate
He was in the
machine. I remember
train.
that
He was in
now.
the train.
Is that thing gone now?
Yeah, so that was
Very
that was like a month before your house burned down or something.
Overheated.
It's not a spec. Always read the data sheets.
The house overheated.
I guess the idea was that, it was coming around at the same time of year, and I hadn't made a video in a long time. I was like, all right, I need to have like some kind of content. And
It
then
needs to be a banger.
oh yeah, it's gotta be real good.
And Michael was there too, so it was even more fun.
Oh yeah, I got to meet this guy for the first time.
Oh, yeah, that was the first time,
Yeah.
This guy's
and,
with Gus Johnson.
You had an idea for these sort of like these
Sushi delivery.
line following,
Yeah, like the conveyor
and
belt.
that was something that you also want to get done maybe in time for Thanksgiving. You're kind of on the fence about it. So we're like, all right, well, we both have to do this video, so let's just do it together. And that was a one night video. That was insane. We both put those stupid dinners together, and we filmed it, and then we edited it overnight, and then the next day uploaded it, and that was no sleep, and that was just like one whole day of just filming, eating, possibly. I think a lot was
of
not
times
feeling good after that turkey.
everything ends up being maybe less functional than you wish because of how little time you have to make it. Because if you spend too much time making it and you try to make it too good, I don't know, it's not a good return. Your time for learning, your time for trying new things, your time. You could spend 2 months to make the greatest food delivery system ever, but but it's still bad in the end, right? So do it overnight, learn a lot of things, and it works really badly, and nobody wins. I don't really know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that was a wonderful story.
How do you
Started off real good.
Wonderful story by Alan Penn. Thank
No, you were trying to get him
Yeah, to
talk
give an
about
actual
where he
backstory.
was.
So I gave my tragic backstory, which is we did a Thanksgiving thing, and we tried to do
Tragic backstory?
we tried to do another Thanksgiving thing, and that was it.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
There you go.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
very much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it, Alan.
So I think
Thank you,
a
Alan.
lot
Very
of people
cool.
are gonna be wondering, and this is open to everyone, I guess, including me. What is your favorite project that you've ever done? What's the thing that you love the most? And then what is your least favorite
can
project?
see already
What
Michael
project have you
smirking.
put out into the world that you just freaking despise?
Need a moment to say.
Is that what a thinker?
The despised one is the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What video do you despise, William Osman?
It's one of yours, actually.
Besides mine.
That's not true. We sort of hopped on a bandwagon with the PewDiePie Mr. Beast thing, and the video just kind of sucks, where he took a 5-gallon bucket and wrapped a skin version of Mr. Beast head around it. It just...
That was a pretty bad video.
Thank you. I know, that's why I'm bringing it up. You can't always have a banger, though.
I mean, unless you're Mark Rober or Michael Reeves.
Unless you're
Or
Mark
Michael
Rober.
Reeves.
Yeah, but they make a video once
It's
a month.
not.
Hey, that means your video should be really good, Alan.
Oh yeah. My latest video, with part 2 of Taser Nerf Cards, it almost has 200,000 views.
I mean, that's not...
I mean, that's not bad, but it's not exactly like a 10 million.
What time is it?
whatever.
No.
What time
It's
is
okay.
it? I can't
I
read
think
my
for a 5-month hiatus, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
3:55.
Peter,
What video of yours do you just despise?
I despise. Did you answer what you liked?
Oh,
Your
when I-
favorite
I-
video?
We still think about it. I think
I'll
we
think
can
about
go around. We
do the
can
negative first.
start with the
Yeah,
bad
do the negative.
news, and then we'll end with the good news.
I don't know. It may have been the PewDiePie train thing too, because
Don't hop on bandwagon.
I don't know.
Never...
Because
I mean, a PewDiePie train?
Yeah, well, no, we
Chair.
bought the chair. The chair's like 80 freaking pounds and $400. And I was like, you know what, this will be totally worth it when we get on Lawai. And we made an airplane out of it. And it actually flew and went around the air and all that, then crashed, obviously. But I was more, then we posted it, and
What
it
do
never
you mean,
got on
obvious? You
Lawai.
made an airplane that you were gonna get in.
Oh, this is something made out of garbage. We made it in like 2 days.
How do you make an airplane in
Our
2
place was
days?
made out of less garbage. It was supposed to last a little
We
bit.
built it out of stuff they make houses out of.
Houses are sturdy, right?
Right?
Yeah. I mean, except for tornadoes. We have those in Ohio sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that was your least favorite video.
That I can think of. I think there's probably some worse ones out there, but I cannot recall. them right
Blacked
now.
them out.
Yeah, it's like a distant void in my memory.
Okay. And then
You gotta keep going.
What's your worst video, Michael Reeves?
Oh, no.
Video-wise, I didn't really. I wish I would have done better on the mind control car one. The one where I like control a car with my mind. That one, like, I think
That
the
was-
video
that was
the
cool.
project was like cool. I had a lot of fun time with it. But I think the video, I wish I just redid the entire video. So yeah, for YouTube videos, that's
So it's just you wanted the video to be better, but the project
yeah.
itself
The project
was
I had a
fine.
fun time.
What about like what's your least favorite like project? Because
This
it's
is a
just
family safe area. I'm not gonna answer that question. You probably know it.
no, wait.
is there someone beatboxing behind us?
Yeah. Wait, what?
There's the one that shoots, stuff.
Oh, YouTube buddy.
YouTube buddies.
YouTube
Yeah,
buddies.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all.
the one that
Yeah,
shoots,
now we won't
yeah.
get monetized.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
YouTube. Yes.
Best project. Or
Best
should we
project?
start over?
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Oh, let's see. Worst project was definitely the frozen liquid nitrogen turkey. That one was just awful. It was a bad video.
Yeah.
It was a bad project.
Bad
Especially-
friends.
Well, okay, terrible.
Papa John's.
No, that was fantastic. That was I was like, oh god, I need a video. Can you guys help me out? And it was just like we did
It's
it
always
at
the
night.
best videos come out of that.
Yeah,
where you
night.
just
Or
don't-
the worst in this case.
That's
the worst videos come out of that. But I mean, I froze an entire turkey in liquid nitrogen and I smashed it with a sledgehammer just to kind of see like if it would work, kind of like in sci-fi movies, and it totally did. Like sometimes there's a lot of stuff that you try out
was
from
gonna make a video
like
called Michael Reeves
MythBusters
Reeves
style
Talks
from
Bar for
movies, and it's
1
just
minute.
completely bull poop. And in this case, like when you freeze something made of meat in liquid nitrogen and you smash it, it does break up into a ton of little pieces. But I had a tarp that was maybe like 20 feet by 20 feet, and that turkey went way further than
40
20
feet
feet.
by
Yeah.
40 feet.
And so it was one of those things that I didn't think about until I was doing it, and I was like, this is frozen turkey. Right now it's fine. In about 10 minutes, this is all going to be chunks of raw turkey everywhere in this warehouse. Yeah. And so that was not fun to clean up. And then by the time I brought it to your house, it was just this gross, like, hair covered, like,
It was
dirt
disgusting.
It was real, and we ate it.
It looked much worse than it tasted.
On the plus side, that turkey must have been like a 12-pound turkey. We baked it in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Like
It's amazing.
That's how you bake a turkey real fast. Is you gotta smash it in a tiny
Hack it up
little
into
pieces
100
first.
little pieces.
Exactly. I guess if we're bouncing back, favorite projects. So I think
Lightsaber one?
I think my favorite project is gonna be a weird one.
No, keep thinking. Don't
keep
keep
going.
going. You're doing good.
My favorite project, I think, is actually there was a video. Simone Yacht was doing like a series of live videos, and she invited me to be on one of them, and I was like honored, right? Like she's like a superstar. And then we had like a flight arranged and everything, and I was gonna bring this stupid like game of Operation, but if you hit the sides, it would actually shock you. And I overslept. And I missed that flight. I woke up with like just this terrible amount of time where it was like, maybe if I had left immediately, I might be able to get to the airplane, but I was like, this is just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I had to call our manager. I was like, hey, so that thing that we planned literally 6 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to do that.
It's pretty bad.
It was awful. And,
The video turned out.
the video, it turned out to be an okay video, actually. I think that's why I liked it so much, was because if we're talking about failure here, that was kind of like the most amount of failure that you could really put into a single video. And it turned out fine, because then, actually you had a video, or no, you called me.
Yeah, I fixed it for you.
Well, you did. You made the alarms and it would never happen
No,
again.
I fixed the whole situation for you. Like a big Band-Aid.
Like a big, Will's like a big Band-Aid. I was kind of hoping you'd lie on top of me actually when I said big Band-Aid. So I'd be like a big Band-Aid.
Maybe later.
So then me and Will ended up going up to San Francisco to see Simone, and then it became like this like big old collab, and it actually turned out funny. And then I forgot that the mic that cameraman John rigged me up
Was
with
broken.
did not work, and so then it was like, oh, we finally fixed this thing, like this
And we
huge
screwed it
broken
up
thing.
again.
And then it broke again. The mic didn't work. Half the audio was garbage. And I basically just gave it to William Oz. I was like, can you fix this?
It's okay. It came out good, I think.
Actually, no. And the video came out, and it was like, it's like an honestly funny video. Like, usually I don't do videos that are like good or funny.
Right.
But that one was pretty funny. That was a pretty funny video. So that's actually my favorite video. Even though like I've got stuff that like kind of looks cooler on camera and worked
Right.
better and didn't.
It had the best story behind it.
Yeah, that one, like, yeah, narratively, because it was entirely true. It was like just this whole experience of failure after failure after failure, and it still turned into an okay video. So that I would say is my favorite project, just because of like the whole thing, the whole endeavor.
I think my favorite project is also one of the worst projects. We built a mechanical TV, which I don't know if anybody even. I don't think that video even explains what it is. Because it's really hard to make work well, and even when it works well, it's bad.
Yes.
And we spent a ton. I spent a ton of time trying to just make it kind of barely work. And I'm very proud that it kind of barely worked, and I learned a lot. And it was a win for me, but I'm not sure everybody else thought that way.
What exactly was this mechanical?
A mechanical TV is a really early way of broadcasting images using, I think, like radio signal. So your car has a radio, and the radio is a signal that changes voltage up and down, and it changes a speaker tone to vibrate. So you can do the same thing with a visual signal and rely on the fact that your eyes are really slow to build up an image over a short period of time and see it all at once. So you're kind of tricking your brain into thinking it's seeing a continuous, cohesive picture. by making a little line move across the screen, constantly changing brightness.
Why did you want to do that?
I don't know. Someone suggested it. Someone sent me an email saying you should do this. And then I
Just
did
do
it.
anything that someone suggests.
It was really cool. And it was really painful. And it's really confusing.
Was it really worth it?
I don't know. I like the project.
That's why you liked it?
Well, it was sort of like failure and success at the same time, where I'm happy that I made it work as bad as it did work.
Good answer.
You know? Right. It was,
I get it.
yeah. It was a,
Yeah, that's a decent answer.
I don't know. What do you...
Yeah, well, no, that's a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Peter.
now we need Peter to give us his answer.
Well, it's probably obviously the airplane because probably numerous amounts of things. It took the longest. It took the most amount of money. I learned a lot of things because previously at the time I just been building airplanes.
How much money did you spend?
I probably spent a total of like $7 grand on that thing.
That's not even that much.
What?
Not that much.
$7 grand to fly.
For an airplane.
To fly. That's what I'm saying. To
I
fly,
think it's
$7
impressive.
Like a first
You,
class
could you,
ticket,
could
round
you,
trip.
no, but could you build an airplane with $7,000? I could
live?
not. I could.
You can do
Yeah,
well,
the
the thing is,
stipulations you have to
it's
live.
not all my money because I got sponsored through some people gave me some stuff. Like Hobby King gave me the motors. I got a discount on the batteries. That's about it.
I think like if I
The
was
motors
to build
cost
an
like
airplane that would
$300.
carry me into the sky and like make me live, $10 million
I think we
minimum.
need to clarify.
I think $10
Peter
million
right here built literally an airplane and flew in the sky in it.
And he didn't die.
And he
he's
didn't
sitting,
die.
He's actually sitting here. He's real. He did not actually crash and die, which we really thought he would.
I hate you all so much.
For $7,000, that's not a lot.
It had a parachute on it. I didn't put the parachute on it.
Why
too heavy.
wouldn't you?
Well, it's called a BRS.
People
Listing for
funded
companies,
you
but it's
for
a
a
rocket crash
parachute.
parachute. They're using for aircraft that
That
suck
sounds
at
awesome.
flying.
Why wouldn't you put that?
It's 30 pounds in an airplane that weighs 200 pounds. That's a
10
big amount of weight.
10 pounds for the parachute will save my life.
Just lost 3 pounds.
There's this huge thought process about what I'm putting on the airplane, and that thing
just
did
lost
not make
30
it.
pounds.
You look pretty bad.
I weigh like 135. I don't really got a whole lot to lose
Down to
here.
105, man.
That's not since my high school years.
Christian Bale, you get dedicated, you know. It's for the do it for the views.
I mean, I didn't eat prior to that because, you know, I was trying to keep the weight off.
Well, he has a point. Ultralights are
Good one.
sensitive.
Yeah,
Maybe that one.
good one.
I mean, that's honestly the most impressive one. Let's be honest. That's like
very
the best one.
Michael,
All right, follow that
what
one,
about
Michael
you?
Reeves. Your turn. What's
Mine-
your best project that doesn't fly you in the sky majestically like a bird?
Oh, other than that, my favorite project is Trigger Me Elmo. I'm not
Oh yeah!
anyone is
Crowd pleaser.
familiar with that.
That's not family.
That was a
Over there.
concept. Huh?
Oh my God! He's here! He followed us here!
I hate that.
Oh god!
Give him cups. Give him cups, Alan.
Where is he? Where'd he go? Open your mouth, Elmo!
He hit that kid in the head. That's my favorite project because my friends and I had the idea for that project
Trigger Me Elmo.
before I ever knew how to program or
That
He was one of
just
the.
like a group of jackass kids, like thinking of the dumbest possible.
Were?
What? Oh.
Oh
yeah.
no!
That
took time.
This would be kind of cool to make that. How funny would that be? Because the name is kind of funny, so
it's pretty funny.
It makes it funny. And then
Get on trending.
yeah, no.
No!
YouTube would not allow that.
YouTube would not
YouTube
allow it.
pretends it didn't see that one. Yeah, that was my favorite because I had the idea before I knew any engineering.
You kind of like brought to fruition your early. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if
there's an
dream is
anime
the right word.
backstory you were looking
I was waiting for it. I'm
Absolutely.
glad that we finally got it.
Yeah, that's mine.
I was trying to tie it back into My Hero Academia somehow. I couldn't think of I don't know. It was like because you wanted to ever since you were
Anime
younger,
sucks.
and then you didn't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We actually managed to do a thing, or a panel with perfectly enough time to do a Q&A.
Oh, did we actually?
We were actually just about Q&A
Oh,
time.
let's just do it. I don't have anything else to say.
All right, how do we want to do this Q&A?
Start with the
How
front.
did Mark
How about
Wahlberg
they have to
do
come up
his?
here and...
How about wait? Can someone volunteer to run around with a microphone?